They said I couldn't be a high school quarterback. They said I couldn't get a D1 scholarship. They said I wasn't good enough. They said I couldn't win a Heisman. They said I couldn't win a national title. They said I wouldn't make it in the NFL, and they said I wouldn't be a first-round draft pick. This man responded with, I appreciate that. If all of you are NFL or college football fanatics like I am, you know this man is named Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, from the time he was born, has dealt with ongoing religious and athletic criticism, which overshadows a lot of his many accomplishments today. Tim was born to two missionary parents by the name of Bob and Pam Tebow on August 14, 1987 in the Philippines. His struggles began when his mother was pregnant with him and developed a life-threatening infection. The doctors decided to use drugs in order to treat the infection, and they were, the drugs were injected and they killed the infection, but put a lot of harm to Tim Tebow. The doctors decided that they need to abort the child, but Pam decided not to. Tim Tebow was born and was given the name of the Miracle Child. If you've seen the commercial during the Super Bowl between the Packers and the Steelers, there's an ongoing debate about abortion in this world, and that's where he got his name. And ever since the birth of Pam's quote-unquote miracle child, Tim has exemplified himself spiritually since the birth, and this has been instilled in him throughout his entire life, as well as being athletically gifted. Tim has always been a workhorse, especially in the weight room. During his high school years at Nice High School in Jacksonville, Florida, he compiled over 9,800 passing yards, 3,100 rushing yards, 95 passing touchdowns, and 62 rushing touchdowns. These gifts that he's attained over his life went unnoticed and turned heads of many great colleges around the nation, including Florida, Florida State, Miami, Michigan, and USC. His unprecedented dominance on the field did not deter whenever he attended the University of Florida. He compiled over 9,300 passing yards there, rushed for nearly 3,000 rushing yards, 88 passing touchdowns, and 57 rushing touchdowns. With all the success that he's obtained, also comes with a lot of popularity and a lot of media attention. After winning the 2007 Heisman Trophy, his popularity began to rise. Throughout his career, Tim Tebow has worn black tape below his eyes that have a biblical quote, especially during the 2008 season when he showed off one biblical quote, which is Phil chapter 4, verse 13, which states that I could do everything through him who gives me strength. And also during the national championship game against my Oklahoma Sooners, in John chapter 3, verse 16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Quotes were seen as unpopular by the NCAA, and after his graduation at the University of Florida, they were banned. In his NFL career, his criticism only skyrocketed. Critics looked over his throwing mechanics and how he would never be a great quarterback. He proved them wrong whenever he obtained his first start in 2011 for the 1-4 Broncos. They won 6 straight games that year, losing the last 4, but made the playoffs. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first round, but lost to the New England Patriots. Since day one of his life, he's proved people wrong. Critics, I see, can be used as a motivator. And the more you're criticized, the more you want to motivate people and motivate yourself that you can prove them wrong. And that's why I see Tim Tebow as a great man, and I respect him.